Now, I think I've just about recovered from the absolute mess that was Sneakers Day this year, and I know one thing that's going to make me feel a lot better, and that is looking at this week's sneaker releases. Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel Kingsdown Roots. My name's Matt Ridout, R-I-D-O-U-T, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming week's sneaker resale predictions. So the first sneaker we're going to talk about this week is the Adidas Bad Bunny Forum Back to School, which is due to release on the 17th of August 2021 and has a recommended retail price here in the UK of £130. Now, some of you may remember the pink Easter egg colorway, which only released a few months ago, did very well on the resale market. In fact, the sneaker has actually maintained its value for a good couple of months and is still hovering around the £350 mark right now. So it does present a lot of opportunity with this latest release. Now, if you look at the current pre-release market for these sneakers, the average resale price is currently hovering around £286, which is 120% markup on that retail price. So it's not quite fetching those original colorway values, but you know what? It's still not that far off. In terms of money sizes, the UK 6, the 7 and the 9.5 are all going to give you great returns, and that 7.5, that's going to be the golden size. That's where you're going to get the biggest return. Once these sneakers hit general release, I am anticipating that price to drop down probably to around £225, which is still a good markup. It's still about 73% return on that original investment. Now, if I had a pair of these sneakers in hand, would I hold or would I sell them? I've thought about this, and I think I would actually sell on this occasion. I do think that in the first month you're going to get the best return, so on that basis I would sell them straight away. The second sneaker we're talking about this week has kind of come out of nowhere really, and it is the Nike Dunk High Light Chocolate colorway. Now, this sneaker has already been loaded on the Sneakers app, so you can check that out right now and click on that notification button and get your alerts for this release. The recommended retail price for these sneakers is £109.95 here in the UK, depending on which retailer you use, and they are also due to release on the 17th of August 2021. Now, what I generally say for Nike Dunk Highs are that they're not really worthwhile investing in from a resale perspective. However, the colorway on this occasion is very, very nice, I've got to be honest, and I definitely want to pick up a pair of these for personal. What I particularly like about the colorway is the color blocking around the back. I really like the white panels that they've used with the light browns. I think it looks very, very nice, and I'm definitely going to be picking up a pair if I can. Now, the current pre-release market for these sneakers is pretty non-existent because, like I said before, they have kind of come out of nowhere, and that is definitely reflective on places like StockX and GOAT because there is no images for these sneakers and there are very few bids and sales. However, in saying that, the current average resale price at the moment seems to be about £103, which is down on the retail price. However, there are one or two sizes which do give you decent returns. When you're looking for those money sizes, the UK 7, the 8 and the 10 are all going to give you probably a much higher return, and that UK 7 is going to give you the best return overall. When this sneaker hits general release to the public, what do I expect to happen? Well, I can't really see this sneaker actually going much over the current retail price. So as I said before, this is really just for personal pickup only. You're really not going to make much money as a resale perspective at all. Now, if I actually had a pair of these in hand, would I hold or would I sell them? Well, given the fact you're not going to make much more over retail, I would have to hold on to them. I think maybe in 6 to 12 months you might make a little bit more, a little fraction more over that retail price, and yeah, hope for the best really. The third sneaker we're talking about this week is a collaboration between Jordan and Aleali May. This is the Jordan 14 Fortune. Now, this sneaker is due to release on the 19th of August 2021 and has a recommended retail price of £169.95. Now, I will be honest here on this release and say, hand on heart, I don't generally buy Jordan 14s. I don't think the silhouette is really something I can pull off. However, I really like this colorway. I think it's got something special about it, and I will be trying to purchase a pair of these just to see what they look like in hand. Now, there is a video on the Jordan channel on YouTube, so I thoroughly suggest you check that out, where it's an interview with Aleali May talking about the inspiration for her design. Now, the way that she's talked about the Jordan 14 design is that she considers the Jordan 14 to be very luxurious, and with luxury comes a certain connection with jewelry, and she says that the jewelry inspiration, or part of the inspiration for this sneaker, is her her experiences with jewelry, which turn out to be jade, which you can definitely see on this design. It's got jade colors around the midsole of the sneaker, which I find very, very interesting and really unusual, to be honest. Now, on the pre-release market for this sneaker, there is definitely a little bit more interest than I would usually expect for a Jordan 14. However, the resale value of the sneaker at the moment is hovering around £186, which is only about 7, 8, 9% markup on that retail price. So there's not huge amounts of opportunity made on the pre-release market. However, I do think when people actually see these in hand, I do think the value could potentially go up. Now, in terms of money sizes for this sneaker, it's worth remembering this is a women's size run release, and the money sizes are the UK 10, 11.5 and a 12, and that UK 12 is the golden size. Now, it definitely feels like the kind of higher sizes in the women's run are more valuable at the moment, and I think that's probably because men are trying to purchase it and definitely pushing those prices up a little. Once this sneaker hits general release to the public, what do I expect is going to happen? Well, I've thought about this a lot, and I do think this is a really, really nice release. However, from a resale opportunity perspective, I can't anticipate this price to really go up very much more at all. So I'm anticipating the kind of resale prices to hover around £180, £190, and that's really as far as I can see it going. Now, if I had a pair of these sneakers in hand to resell, would I hold or would I sell them? I think I would have to sell them, and the reason I would sell them is that I do think they're a nice colorway. However, as I said, the resale opportunity for these isn't going to be great in my opinion, so I would probably try and sell and make money back as soon as I can. It might make some money in the future, and there might be a few sizes which bring better returns, but overall, playing the averages, I would sell them quickly. The fourth and final sneaker we're talking about this week is a Jordan 1, and this is in the Pollen colorway. Now, this sneaker is due to release on the 21st of August 2021 and has a recommended retail price of around £145 here in the UK, depending on which retailer you use. Now, these sneakers, believe it or not, are genuinely frustrating for me because I've tried to purchase an early pair on both StockX and Go, and they didn't actually pass verification on either of them. So I haven't got an early pair, I can't review them, and I'm a bit frustrated about it, but I have to wait now for the general release because it's only a week away. Now, the other part of this sneaker release, which is really interesting, is the colorway itself. Now, I definitely feel that this particular release, although it's called Pollen, has definitely got Wu-Tang vibes about it, and if you look at the color blocking, it looks so good. And I've seen a few early reviews on YouTube, and apparently the leather is very high quality too, so I think there's going to be a lot of interest for this release. What I've also heard is the fact that there's going to be a high number of these pairs available for release, so that could potentially push the resale value down, which is good for people that want to cop, not so good for people that want to make an opportunity return. Now, when it comes to the pre-release market, this release is quite interesting because it's actually slightly below the retail price, which is massively surprising because only a month or 2 months ago, when I was going to buy those early pairs, the value was hovering around £450. So that price has dropped down considerably, which I guess for my own personal bank balance is a good thing because I've saved myself £300 potentially. But overall, I'm very surprised by that because this is a very nice colorway. In terms of money sizes, the UK 9, the 10.5 and the 11 are all going to give you good returns, and I think that UK 11 is going to be the golden size. Generally speaking, the kind of higher numbers of the size runs do seem to be where you're going to get the best return overall. Now, once this sneaker hits general release to the public, what do I think is going to happen? Well, I think the price will go up ever so slightly, probably to around £150, £160, which is a little bit of a markup on that retail price, but really not much at all. So unless you're going to buy hundreds and hundreds of these sneakers, it's not really a very worthwhile investment at all. Now, if I had a pair of these sneakers in hand, would I hold them or would I sell them straight away in the first month? I think I would hold on to them. I'd probably hold on to them for about 6 to 8 months because realistically, in the first month, you're not really going to make much more over retail. Certainly not a worthwhile investment overall. However, in 8 months, potentially you're going to see more of a return, and I would hold on to them just in case that happens. Anyway, on that note, that's it for me today. I've been Matt Rideout. This has been Kingsdown Roots. If you've enjoyed my video, please drop me a comment and a like down below. It really does mean the world to me. You can also follow me on Instagram. Up here, I post a lot of content on there too. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.